Woolman, Student Council President.
Melanie Calhoun, Student Vice President.
And Jorge Lara, Student Council Secretary with the What's Up Wednesday Student Council announcements. Today with the What's Up Wednesday is being brought to you by the All School Student Council Aluminum Can Contest. Noah, can you guess how many aluminum cans it would take to balance a 2003 Corvette convertible car on a seesaw?
107,214 cans to be exact.
So remember, bring in your cans in on Friday, and don't forget the 3 C's. Clean, fresh cans.
Here's the up-to-date totals for our can recycling contest. The contest is really heating up. Miss Nasty and Miss Kelly are tied with 1 pound of cans each. Miss Boulan's class has 2 pounds of cans. Miss Donovan and Miss Stephanie's kindergartners have 2 1/4 pounds of cans each. Mr. Williams has tied Mrs. Breen's class with 8 3/4 pounds of cans each. Miss Chung and Miss Marin's class have 10 1/4 pounds of cans. Mr. Cannon's class has jumped to 23 1/4 pounds of cans. Miss Castro's kindergartners have 28 1/2 pounds of cans. Miss Porter's 4th graders are rocking with 35 1/2 pounds of cans.
Wait, there's been an upset for the top 3 spots. Miss Lundy's 4th graders are in 3rd place with 57 pounds of cans. Miss Disted's 5th grade class has 71 pounds of cans. You guessed it, Miss Roselle's class has taken the lead with 123 5/8 pounds of cans recycled for the Olive School Student Council.
Now it's time for a What's Up Wednesday featured teacher. Today's inspiring instructor is another reason why the V in Olive stands for very fun.
What is your favorite food?
So my favorite food has to be Chinese food.
Tell us about your family.
So I'm an only child, and I live here with my parents. And the surprising fact is the rest of my family, like my grandparents, my uncles, aunts, they all live in Japan. So we're the only ones here in the United States.
What is your favorite movie and singing group?
So my favorite movie is a movie called Lincoln, and it's a movie about Abraham Lincoln, and it talks about how he passed this law to end slavery. And so that was a pretty recent movie, and it was really good. And my favorite singing group is called the Monozzle Brass, and they're a brass band, but they also sing a lot, and they're a really funny group.
Can you whistle the melody of your favorite song for our audience?
I actually can't whistle, so I'll try to hum it, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's part of it.
How long have you been here, and why do you like working at Olive School?
So I've been here for about 7 to 8 months, just when the school started. What I like about Olive is all the teachers and all the students, the principal, everyone's super nice. And for me as a student teacher who's trying to become a teacher, it's just great to be in a school that everyone supports each other.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
So on my spare time, I like to go on hikes, cook food, eat food, and I also like to play my instrument when I play trombone.
If you had $1 million, what would you do?
So if I had $1 million, I would do 3 things. The first thing I'd probably do would be to buy a new instrument. I just like collecting instruments and just having as much as I can. The second thing would probably to save a little bit of it. And then the third thing, whatever that's left over, I'd probably donate it to a school or something important.
What is your favorite saying and most embarrassing moment?
So my favorite saying is from a teacher, and he told me, by the yard, life is hard. By the inch, life's a cinch. And he basically told me that saying, whenever you're trying to accomplish a goal in life, whatever it is, it's really hard when you try to do everything all at once. But if you just take it one step at a time and just get closer to your goal, it's a lot easier to manage. So I really like that saying. And sorry, what was the second part of the question?
Most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing moment. So there are a couple times in my life where I had to make speeches or some sort of public speaking, speaking event, and I didn't have any notes like I do now. And so I didn't know what to say. And this was in front of a whole audience, and so it was a little bit awkward.
Who do you most admire, and if you had one wish, what would it be?
So the two people that I most admire are my parents, because they're very hardworking and they raised me, and I really love them. So those two are the people that I most admire. And sorry, I keep forgetting the second question. What's the second question?
The second question is, if you had one wish, what would it be?
Right. So my wish right now is to find a teaching job, because that's why I'm here at Olive. I'm trying to learn all the things that makes a good teacher, and hopefully I'll find a job after I'm finished here at Olive.
What is something no one knows about you?
So the one surprising thing that most people don't know is I love skydiving. And it's a really dangerous, I guess, sport or activity, but I really like it. It is pretty crazy, but the first time I went, it's called a tandem dive, and I'm attached to someone, and so, you know, most of the work was the person I was attached to, and he was a professional, so that was it's a lot more safe to do it that way, but I would say skydiving.
What is the best thing about you?
So, I think what I try to do every day is just to give it my best and work really hard. So, if I had to say one thing good about myself, it would be that, just working hard.
It's time for a call-in question from our viewers.
Okay, here's our phone in, ready.
Ms. Roulette, are you ready?
We're ready. Go ahead, Mrs. Bullock.
Hi, Mr. Endo. We were wondering, do you have any special trips coming up planned?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that question, Mrs. Boulette. So after Olive is done this year, everyone's on summer break, and I'm gonna go to New York City. I've never been there before, so it's gonna be a really fun trip. And I'm doing two things, because I'm really, like, one of my passions is music. The first thing I'm gonna do is go to an international trombone festival. And it's a really big event where all these trombone players from around the world are gonna meet. And we're just comparing, you know, techniques, how to play the instrument, how to teach the instrument. So it's gonna be a really fun time. And then my friend actually got me a job for the second part of that trip. He's working at a youth orchestra, so he's letting me play with them, and there's a really big venue called Carnegie Hall, and so we're gonna go there and play a show there.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Endo.
Thank you very much.
Well, welcome, Mr. Endo, and thank you for bringing smiles and music to the students while you are teaching at Olive School.
Thanks so much.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Wow, today has been a successful Waste-Free Wednesday.
Yes, it has. Hey, is that the Waste-Free Warrior alarm? Are you guys ready?
Yes! Waste!
Free Warriors!
Sharpen up your pencils and perk up your papers. plastic.
Don't forget
To reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot. Stay tuned until next time. Go Sharks!